Recently, I opened a Moneybox Cash Lifetime ISA and I'm really enjoying it. So I thought I would do a little review for you on what it is, the sort of features that you get, what you actually see when you're in the app, so that you can decide whether the Moneybox Cash Lifetime ISA is right for you or not. Recently, I did a breakdown of the best Cash Lifetime ISAs, and Moneybox was the best one that I had on that list purely for the interest rate and the service. So let's have a look at the app. So once you first get on the app, this is the screen that you see. It's very, very straightforward. So it's got lifetime ISA, and then underneath you've got the kind of balance that you've got in there, and underneath you've got saved this week. So this basically shows you how much that you've got, that you've kind of contributed this week. I'll walk you through the process. So if you do want to contribute to the Cash Lifetime ISA, it's really, really simple. All you have to do is click on this here and then enter in how much you wish to save for this week. It will then say that you have saved, like say you contributed £100, it would say you've contributed £100 this week, and it would say 4 days until collection. So basically what that means is they take the collection, so they collect the money from your account. I think it's every Wednesday. So it will say on there like this amount is coming out on Wednesday, and then it will come out and it will be collected, and then I think it's actually deposited from your account a few days later. So there is a bit of a delay from when you kind of actually put something on here to when it comes out of your account. So if you're kind of planning and you're not sure what you're going to do short term, just make sure that you've made a little note of that and you've accounted for that coming out of your account, because it's not as instant as it is with other providers. However, I do like the simplicity that you get on here, in that it's very simple to kind of add things and go, yes, I want that much, and it's automatically all done for you, obviously after you've connected your account. So as it says down here, you've got a bit which says connect an account to start rounding up your transactions. So if you're the sort of person that likes to round up stuff on the go, whether that be, you know, you buy a coffee or you buy something and you think, okay, well, I'd like to kind of invest my spare change sort of thing. If you buy a coffee for 65p, I know that's not the price of coffees anymore, I wish. But if you buy a coffee for 65p, if you had roundups on, that would contribute 35 pence of that to your Cash Lifetime ISA. Of course, they do stocks and shares ISAs, they do stocks and shares lifetime ISAs as well. So this could be a great way of kind of increasing your contributions that way, particularly if you're a bit bad at setting money aside. It allows you to do it kind of automatically without even thinking about it. So this Discover tab on here is really, really useful. You've got quite a few different kind of bits and bobs on here, some like articles, some information which you can check out. And yeah, I mean, it's got like some highlights as well, some spending insights. So if you kind of have the roundups on, it will tell you a bit about how you spend, maybe how you can improve that, and then how much you've saved this year. Everything is really, really simple with the Moneybox app. It's very clearly laid out. There's not a huge amount of features. It's easy to use, and it's as much as you could ever want in a Cash Lifetime ISA app, essentially, because with the Cash Lifetime ISA app, you don't actually need a huge amount. So in tools, this allows you to kind of get some resources which are going to help you, especially if you're using the Cash Lifetime ISA to save up for buying a house. This can be a really good tool to use. So you can see on here how it might perform over the next 10 years. And obviously you can input your current circumstances in there, but that might also be really useful if you're using a stocks and shares one, because especially with that, you've got the investments and their returns and their percentages to account for, whereas with the Cash Lifetime ISA one, it's a bit simpler in that you've only got the interest rates to account for. Deposit calculator to figure out how much that you need to save. This is really nice how it's got that on here as well, because like sometimes you have to go to external sites, and also if you're trying to plan your deposits and that sort of thing, it can really, really help you in planning them so that they're accurate to how much you want to have in your account at the end of the day. So that you can just kind of see on here, and then it will show you all the information that you possibly need. And then you've also got a mortgage calculator as well. Again, really simple to use. That is the best thing that I like about Moneybox, is that it's so easy. You can get all the help that you need. Also, if you do need customer support and that sort of thing, there's always you can just start a conversation here and just message one of the team, and they get back to you like pretty quickly with some help. So that's also another good thing about Moneybox. And then also, if you're using your lifetime ISA to save for retirement, because that's obviously the other option that you can do, but I mean, from my opinion, I think it makes more sense to do it for buying a house, but you can track down some pensions here. So especially if you're using this for like a pension, I believe they do a self-invested personal pension as well. You can search for your old workplace pensions. So that again is a really good tool. If you've had loads of different pensions before and you don't know where they are or who they're with, then you can find them through this service too. So those are the kind of main things. And then you've got the Learn. So you've got loads of articles on here. So if you're kind of like coming into getting a lifetime ISA, completely basic, you don't know what you're doing, you're not entirely sure. First of all, well done, you're getting your finances in check, which is really, really good. But also they've got loads of different tools and guides and information on here, which is going to help you to get an understanding for the things that are important to you and what considerations that you wish to have when looking at your account. So I won't go on those. As you can see, they're all unread. I've not clicked on any of them, but I don't feel like I need to go too much in depth on those at the moment. Moneybox Plus is also an interesting feature. So even though this is just a cash lifetime ISA, as a Moneybox customer, they've almost got kind of like a bit of a referral program going on. So if you're using like the roundup feature, or if you're struggling to save your cash lifetime ISA, this is worth looking at on here, because especially if you use some of these brands already, basically when it's saying like a reward on here, so say for example, you get 4.5% reward at Bose there. So if you were going to buy a product from Bose anyway, I think this is only mainly for new customers. So if you're planning to buy Bose headphones for the first time, you're not a Bose customer, you can buy them by clicking on this link, and then basically it will give 4.5% back from your purchase into your Moneybox account. So it's almost like a bit of a credit card in a way. So this is actually a really good feature, and there's loads of different ones on here which you can have a look at. So that's worth checking out, especially again if you're looking to kind of save a bit of money towards it and you're struggling. If you're going to make these purchases anyway, it makes sense to use this. So then on the accounts bit, again, this is really straightforward, and like we said, there's not a huge amount to it. You've just got what accounts that you have here, what accounts are available. So if you wish to create an account or add to it, you can see which ones are available on here, and as well as mortgages. Everything is on here that you need, and it's got lots of good information. So then on the settings, we've got on here, you've got a few different settings which you can have. So you can have roundups on, which I've not got on, like we've explained. You can have weekly deposits, so that it will kind of take money out of your account weekly, especially if you struggle, then that can be a really good tool. A payday boost, so that it's some money's coming into your account every single month. You can transfer, so that's if you want to transfer your cash lifetime ISA in or out from Moneybox, then that's the way to do that. Invite a friend, you've got accounts. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. There's not a huge amount to it. I could make this into a 20-minute video and waffle on forever, but the thing is, there's not a huge amount to it, and I kind of like that, because a lot of apps and financial services will try and add bells and whistles and make it a lot more complex than it needs to be. And then you just end up getting confused with all of the different features and stuff that's going on. Whereas I like how Moneybox is simple, it's easy to use, you've got everything on there that you need. So that's why I think it's the best cash lifetime ISA. And also, as I said, as I think I may have alluded to before, it has a decent interest rate at the moment. I say decent, it's decent in the grand scheme of things in relation to some of the other ones, of 0.85% for the first year, and then after that it goes down to 0.5%. But of course, be aware that that is a variable interest rate and that it could change at any time. So, will you be getting a Moneybox cash lifetime ISA, or what lifetime ISA do you have? Hopefully that you found this useful and it will help you to make a decision. So other than that, I'll see you in the next one.